Be very careful.
This narrative covers the events leading up to and following the disappearance of Lauren Spierer, a student at Indiana University. The information provided covers events that have occurred and details regarding the night she vanished. On June 3, 2011, Lauren Spierer disappeared in the early morning hours. According to reports, she was last seen at around 4:30 a.m. in Bloomington, Indiana. Earlier that evening, Spierer had left her apartment with David Ron to meet up with friends Jay Rosenbaum, Corey Rossman, and Mike Bath at Rosenbaum's residence. At around 1:30 a.m., Spierer and Rossman left Rosenbaum's home and went to Kilroy's Sports Bar, where they stayed for approximately 1 hour before leaving. Lauren Spierer accidentally left her shoes and phone at Kilroy's Sports Bar before she and Corey Rossman began walking to the Smallwood Plaza apartments, where she lived. Between 2:30 and 2:40 a.m., on the 5th floor, Rossman allegedly had an altercation with some fellow students, and surveillance cameras recorded Spierer and Rossman walking back toward the 5 townhomes near 2:50 a.m. According to reports, Spierer was heavily intoxicated and fell several times on the walk back. Spierer's purse and keys were later found in an alley. After Spierer's purse and keys were found, Mike Bath reportedly took Rossman to his room and put him to bed. Spierer, however, returned to Jay Rosenbaum's home and allegedly wanted to continue drinking. She eventually left his townhome at 4:30 a.m. and started walking east on 11th Street. This was the last time she was seen alive. The widespread social media attention surrounding her disappearance led to a large-scale search by volunteers and local police. Based on an anonymous tip, Indiana State Excise Police searched Lake Monroe for clues, but divers found no evidence. On June 9, 2011, the Spierer family offered a $100,000 reward for information leading to the safe return of their daughter. Authorities also announced that they had identified 10 persons of interest in Spierer's disappearance, and Corey Rossman and Mike Bath were asked to submit DNA samples to rule them out as potential suspects. Spierer's disappearance was featured on America's Most Wanted, and authorities received approximately 350 tips after the program aired. Unfortunately, none of these leads resulted in the discovery of Spierer's whereabouts or the identification of a suspect. Throughout June 2011, a large number of people were reportedly searching for Lauren in Bloomington and the surrounding area. In an effort to gather more information about her disappearance, authorities released additional details, such as maps, enhanced surveillance images, and a detailed timeline. They also continued to question Spierer's friends, including her boyfriend Jesse Wolfe, who was reportedly not present when she disappeared. Indiana University increased the reward for information, leading to Spierer's location or an arrest in her case by $50,000. Between June and July, authorities and volunteers searched the Hoosier National Forest and the Sycamore Ridge landfill, but they did not find anything of significance. Jay Rosenbaum was the last known person to see Lauren Spierer alive and was involved in the ongoing investigation into her disappearance. He cooperated with authorities and agreed to take a polygraph exam, which he passed. By early 2012, the reward offered for information in the case had been increased to $250. Despite the discovery of the bodies of several other women in the months and years after Spierer vanished, her case remains a mystery. According to Fox 59, searches for Spierer were eventually called off. However, authorities have not declared the case a cold case and continued to investigate. Spierer's parents believe that Jay Rosenbaum, Corey Rossman, and Kilroy's Sports Bar were all negligent on the morning of their daughter's disappearance. They believe that Rosenbaum, Rossman, and the bar staff knew that Spierer was intoxicated and had a responsibility to ensure her safety. There are several theories about what may have happened to Lauren Spierer. Many people believe that the 20-year-old student was abducted by a stranger, but Lauren Spierer's boyfriend Jesse Wolfe was not present when she went missing. but some people have suggested that he may have had something to do with her disappearance. According to Talk Murder to Me, some people have speculated that the group of men who attacked Corey Rossman outside the Smallwood Plaza apartments were sent by Wolf. Their theories suggest that Wolf may have abducted Spierer himself. However, it is important to note that these are just theories, and there is no concrete evidence linking Wolf to Spierer's disappearance. Before she disappeared, Wolf reportedly claimed that Spierer told him she was at home and going to bed. However, she ended up going out drinking with David Ron. According to Talk Murder to Me, Spierer had been diagnosed with a rare heart condition, and her doctors had warned her against using alcohol and drugs. It is unclear how this information is related to her disappearance. According to an interview with police, Jay Rosenbaum stated that, in addition to drinking, Spierer allegedly used Klonopin and cocaine on the night of her disappearance. In an interview with USA Today, Jesse Wolf's mother, Nadine, claimed that Spierer's drug and alcohol use often resulted in her experiencing blackouts. Nadine Wolf also said, "I think she didn't make wise choices that night, but she didn't make herself disappear." This theory, that Spierer's substance abuse may have played a role in her disappearance, has persisted over the years. However, it is important to note that this is just a theory, and there is no concrete evidence to support it. Another theory is that Spierer may have overdosed or had a medical emergency related to her heart condition. Some people believe that Spierer's death was accidental and that her friends disposed of her body out of fear of being implicated in her death. However, it is also possible that Spierer was abducted by a stranger, given that she was small in stature and severely intoxicated at the time of her disappearance. At this time, it is not possible to say with certainty what happened to Lauren Spierer. The case remains open and active, and authorities continue to investigate any leads that may help to solve the mystery of her disappearance.